It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Chargers and the Broncos, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. From Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
On first down, Mitchell. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Operating from the gun, Mitchell finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So back-to-back plays, each game nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
Maybe in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Gates with a grab. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
At first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL,
Mike Tomlin has reached for that red challenge flag, and he'll throw it out there.
Play is under review.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second down and goal. Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. Making close to his second touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And Andrews lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He gets it to Thomas.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's complete to Gates. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one, because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And we get another look now at this Broncos offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it. Barkley hit, and the ball pops free.
And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert following the turnover. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out to his left. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. that one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Chase Claypool from 21 yards away. And the Chargers open the lead up to 34-0. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's just been looking for some space. Yeah, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Mitchell gets his, and he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Second time in this first half now, Charles, that he's coughed up the football.
And both times I think they were in spots where he's got to think about covering up the ball. He's got to revert to his fundamentals in those practice drills where they carry it through traffic. He's not out in the open field where he can swing it a little bit, cover it up, and take care of it.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. 56 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Chargers. And it was important for them to get the season off on the right foot. And they've done just that, thanks to a very solid outing by their passing offense thus far. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Mitchell, right side catch. This is Gates.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Herbert. Steps away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers just continue to roll. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Operating from the gun, Mitchell. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got it to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Mitchell now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Gates. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 32 yards.
And the Broncos are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Herbert on first down now. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Parker, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. 26 yards.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win up? Tough opponent.
A little work still to do, though. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver's offense ready to go again. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Now Mitchell throwing to start the drive. And that's complete to Gates. Oh, what a juke into space. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. to throw. Mitchell.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man. It's Williams.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Mike Williams.
49 yards.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
The play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. To throw again on second down. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
A lot of people talk about how difficult it is to play in the high air here in Denver, but one group of folks who most definitely don't mind that, kickers, and that one, CD, a career long.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon, because they envy guys like Matt Prater, Brandon McManus, who have spent their careers here. They get to spend the bulk of their time kicking at altitude, and they absolutely love it. Chance to visit and do it yourself, you feel great about that opportunity.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Mitchell.
He's got Ayuk once again.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Gates has it over the middle. 20.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Mitchell.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable in the final quarter of play. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Mitchell. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw again. Right side catch. This is Gates.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
We'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down. Off the play fake, Mitchell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.